Found myself resisting certain things, and sticking and attaching myself to this goal. So I recently got reminded of something so profound, and like, even though in that conversation it was just like a passing statement, like it really hit me. And when I was thinking to myself and reflecting on that, I realized that, yeah, man, like that thing is so true. Like, a lot of people get caught up in this, and I definitely can say that I have been caught up in this. You know, and it's happened multiple times. But we were just speaking on like goals. I had certain things that I had set for myself for this year. Certain things that I had told myself I'm gonna stop doing. Certain places that I was no longer gonna be in. Certain people I was no longer gonna be around. Everything I had said, I was just going to, all the energy that I was just putting out externally, I'm summoning all that energy back to me, and I'm gonna work within. I'm gonna find I'm gonna become the woman that I know I can be, become my desired woman in my desired reality, you know? And first 6 months, I did that. I did the internal work. I had so many revelations. My awareness is like at its highest. Like, there's so many things that when I reflect back that I'm grateful for, so many situations that allowed me to know myself deeper and deeper. And we're still on that journey even now. But I realized that, sometimes you set a goal for yourself and you say that you're not gonna entertain certain things, maybe for the remainder of the year. And I feel like when you say things like that, you are, even though those goals are to help you know yourself deeper, but I feel like when you set goals like that and you don't allow yourself to give the universe room to add to those goals, or to add anything in that time frame that will always serve you and always help you, then you are limiting yourself. Now you're no longer operating from a creator standpoint, but you're operating from a limitation, and I realized that I was holding on to this specific goal, and I was forgetting that I had come so far, you know and the first 6 months I really was locked in, and I was just, everything was on me, and everything like that, which it still is. I'm still locked in, but it required me, or it made me resistant to certain abundant experiences that the universe wanted me to experience. Obviously, every time you experience something, it's for the expansion of consciousness, and these things always serve you. But I found myself resisting certain things, and sticking and attaching myself to this goal. Like, no, I see this thing that you want me to experience, and it would be lovely to experience it, but I don't want to experience it now. Can we like postpone it for next year? Because I told myself I don't want to have these experiences and stuff like that. And that person made me realize that, firstly, you need to first acknowledge that 6 months you've been consistent, you've been intentional, and you should reflect on that and look back on that and be proud of that, you know and you shouldn't limit yourself. You should open yourself up and allow yourself to receive every form of abundance from the universe, including abundance in a connection like this. Allow yourself to receive that experience. Allow yourself to be part of that experience, because time is an illusion and everything exists here and now. The fact that this thing showed up now in your screen of consciousness, that means that you're already giving a vibrational signal to that. The universe already received that energy that you were emanating. Even though you were giving it as a form of resistance, at the end of the day you were still giving the universe energy, and what the universe is going to do is going to mirror back to you what you're giving it. So when those things show up that you think you're not ready for, you are limiting yourself. You think you're not ready for it because you're attached to a time frame that you had put for yourself, and you are limiting yourself. You are stopping abundant experiences. You're stopping the universe from blessing you in ways that you can never ever imagine, just because you don't want to let go of this time frame that you attach yourself to. And when those things show up, it's to show you that you've transcended that time frame. It's to show you that that is something that you have transcended. Like, it's on a higher level now. You passed that now. Like, your energy is open to receiving this thing. That's why it's showing up in your 3D. So I just wanted to share that and be like, even if you set goals, make sure that you don't attach to them so closely, because if you attach to them so closely, you close off other abundant opportunities and other abundant experiences that the universe might mirror back to you, and you might be giving out to the universe. Because when the universe mirrors something back to you, that means that there is an energy that you were giving out, and the universe matched that energy, and then it showed up in your screen of consciousness. So at the end of the day, you're not rejecting the universe, but you're rejecting yourself. And there's no need to reject yourself, because that is yourself telling you that you have overcome that. Like, you have transcended that. You're on a new level now. You're vibrating at a higher frequency than you were vibrating on when you made those goals. So allow that transition to happen. Allow that change to come in. Receive those abundant experiences and abundant blessings from the universe. Because again, all of those things are happening so that consciousness expands and that you may experience everything that you had put in your blueprint before you came into this realm. So allow yourself, because you're always manifesting. Every present moment you're always manifesting. So you can't now, when your manifestation shows up and then you're like, no, it's not the right time. No. Anything and everything that shows up in your screen of consciousness comes in divine timing. It's definitely there at the right time.